Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, and I'm here to do a daily love message for Tuesday, July 1st. So I'm going to use the True Love reading cards, and I'm going to get some extra special messages from the Twin Flames Awaken Path Tarot deck, okay? So let's get started. Let's see what the general messages are for this love read for the new month, first. Lots of power in the first day of the month. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, what are the messages? Two coming out. One sticking out of the top of the deck. I'm taking that. Any other messages? And, I think that's it. Yeah, so at the bottom of the deck, this is so great. It says, you are enough above her in this text, but it's inner peace. And she's reading a book. It says, I am, I'm trying to read what that says. I can't read it, but above the tagline is, you are enough. And to me, this is kind of the energy of the High Priestess, the Nine of Pentacles, kind of wrapped into one, where she's finding peace. She's doing her own thing, and really finding peace within herself. And she's got the universe at her back, and really enjoying her journey, and all the abundance that's coming in for her. And there's I was seeing a musical note when I turned the card. I was seeing a musical note over here, and again, I see this as a giant guitar pick. So this may be, you may be reading, you may be listening to music, doing things that bring you peace. 222 on the clock. And like I said, the universe having your back. Wow, that's the overall message for the Divine Feminine. And then we have creativity. So creativity is coming in for both you and your person. This is your person, they get a lot of, they see you as a muse. They get a lot of ideas, a lot of inspiration from you. We have the balloon, which is, I see it as a victory, coming in for the two of you. I see steps to higher learning, where you're going to be taking one step up at a time for higher and learning lessons of higher learning. And over the door is rainbow protection and blessings. And this is, walking up the stairs, elevating, ascending, getting those higher lessons in. And I'm seeing this as the Wheel of Fortune coming here for you. And that, it's bringing a lot of possibilities in for your connection, like the unlimited possibilities for your connection. So this is really beautiful message, is that creativity. So tapping into your own creativity helps the connection, helps you stand in your truth, and helps you take those steps forward to higher learning as well. And then we have self-respect. Yes. And I see this as, it's pictured the Divine Feminine is walking her path, and she recognizes, she is recognizing her worth, recognizing she is enough. She is feeling, her self-respect. She is walking her path and walking away in love, going further on her path, further into the light. And, you can see that she's just glowing, standing in her power. and there's fairies to greet her. It's like they're showing um, divine feminine's on the same level as the fairies, you know, but she is walking her path. She is heading to that place of enlightenment, and she's, you know, walking forward in love, not forgetting about the divine masculine, but walking forward regardless, knowing that she is, you know, she deserves the world, and that she is enough, that she is worthy. And, you know, she's walking forward on her path, embracing her power, and letting go of responsibility for anything or anyone else. Really beautiful energy. Ooh, and I just saw a flash of light. The angels are here. I just saw an orb and a flash of light. It was blue, so Archangel Michael. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for being here. Manifestation. Yeah, so this is, you know, again, I feel like there's a lot of energy of the divine feminine. You know, your person is, you know, working their way to self-respect as well. You know, they're having a battle. I feel that they're having more of a battle with themselves at this time, on their journey, you know, where they feel respect at one moment, and then they jump over, and they don't feel worthy enough for this connection. So they jump into their old ways, old cycle, and so they're learning self-respect. And this manifestation card, I believe, is for both of you. It's showing the twin sunflowers and the number 8, which is, you know, symbolic of abundance. And this is tapping into, you know, it's showing the heart energy, the solar plexus, and the sacral chakra. It's the alignment of all these chakras, which is going to help with the manifestation of your wishes. So aligning those 3 chakras is going to bring in abundance and bring in your manifestations. That's what I'm seeing in this card. And, you know, there's the bird, the messenger from spirit. So listening to your intuition, listening to the voice of spirit, in what direction to go forward in. And that's for you and your person. And then we have sexual freedom. And this is, you know, the promise of union for you and your person with the white doves above you. This is rising up out of the muck and the mire. This is the two of you coming together in this infinite bond of love. And, you know, this is I see this as transformation, you know, that this sexual freedom is, you know, is transformational energy for both of you. Like, it's going to allow you to tap into the higher realms and bring it to the earth through this sexual freedom. And I don't believe that this is, you know, having multiple partners, or, you know, this doesn't mean that. It means that you feel free in expressing yourself and opening up yourself, your true authentic self, without any threat or any. You feel safe, you feel comfortable, you know, expressing yourself through that sexual energy with your person. And it could be, you know, through intimacy. It could stop there. It doesn't have to be the full act of sexual encounter. You know, it can be through just the simple act of intimacy. So it's, you know, it's really individual, and it's really what do I want to say? It's, you know, really what you're feeling in the moment, for you and your person. but I believe this is expressing the freedom to express yourselves, your authentic selves, your spiritual selves, and connecting um, together in spirit and bringing that energy, that higher energy down into the earth plane. So let's get some messages from your person. Viewer, what are the messages? Ooh, and those just flew right out. Any other messages from your person? Oh, and okay, one there and one here. These flew out. Oh, there's really a lot of them. Wow, okay. That came out last. Just kind of putting them in order. And then what would you like to say to your person? Ooh, we got 4 coming out there. That was just so fast. Wow. Okay. Okay, so your person says to you, 8 of Cups. They are going to walk away. They're going to let go and leave everything behind. They're giving you this message of walking away. They know they have to do it. They know what to do. They are telling you that they are going through the 8 of Cups. They are going to walk away from everything, leaving it all behind, leaving the past behind. And 8 is that number that you got earlier in the cards of abundance. It's on this card. It's on this card. And I think it's on one more. Oh, no, I guess. No. But it's showing 8 on both of these cards. When it comes to manifestation, you and your person manifesting each other and coming together into a deeper, more loving bond. And then it comes up as the 8 of Cups. They're walking away from anything that no longer serves them. They've made the decision. And then we have the Star card. Yeah, they recognize that it's time for them to, it's time for them to heal. They recognize, the 17 on the right path. You are an inspiration to them to walk forward on this healing path, to walk through this healing door, to really, positivity and wish fulfillment. You are their inspiration, and they know that at the end of this, that you will be together. This is the Star, the wish fulfillment, and the healing. They know what they need to do, and they know they're going to walk through this door. You are inspiring them. And then we have the Strength card. Yeah, courage, confidence, and inner power. And this is an 8. So we have another 8, 88. Oh, we have 3 8s. Oh my gosh. You guys, we have 3 8s. Wow. I have been seeing so many 8s lately. We have 8 of Cups, the Star, 17, 8 equals 8, and the Strength card. So it's going to take a lot of courage. It's going to take a lot of inner power and confidence for them to walk away. But they're telling you they're going to walk away. They're going to, you're inspiring them to heal. And they know they have, they have the courage. They're working up the courage, the inner power, the strength to do it. And 888, abundance, massive abundance, times 3. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. This is ambitious and diligent, goal-orientated. This is loyal and faithful and planning. This is them loyal and faithful and planning. So they're giving you that message that they are loyal and faithful to you. And then the 4 of Swords. This is taking a break. They're relaxing, trying to find peace. They're self-reflecting, and they're kind of they're resting, relaxing, trying to reflect on everything that has happened and where they want to go from here. So those are the messages from your person. Let's see what you say to them. Wow. So you're telling them that you know they have the power within. You see them as the emperor. You see them as having authority and control over their life. You know that they can have this. You see this in them, and you're letting them know that you see them as this emperor, this powerful figure, this connected to you. And then we have the Queen of Wands. You're letting them know that you are passionate about them, determined. You're confident. You're self-assured, and you're charismatic, and you're walking forward. The Queen of Wands knows what she wants. She has the passion, the determination to go for it, and that's what you're telling them. You're moving forward, and you're going forward on your path. And then the Seven of Cups, this is choices, indecision, opportunities, fantasy, and illusion. You're telling them you recognize that you each have choices to make, and that you have to weigh out the ones that match your heart. See the heart, the red heart? There's a red heart shape in the hands. You have to weed out the ones that match your heart, and the ones that don't. And 7 is manifestation, but this is they're recognizing that you have opportunities, you have decisions to make, and you're telling them, listen to your heart and make the decisions from your heart this time around. And then we have Ace of Cups. This is new love, feelings, the emotions awakening, and intuition and spirituality. So this is you filling your own cup. You're telling them, I'm filling my own cup right now. I'm filling it with spirituality. I'm filling it with new love and new acceptance of myself, new self-respect, and being enough and worthy of this connection, and worthy of so much more. And yeah, your emotions, you're awakening to deeper emotions, to feeling things in life again. After grieving, the loss of the death of parts of yourself, and loss of so much in your life, you're starting to open up again emotionally and feeling things again. And you hope that, you can come together in this cup of love, with equal give and take. 18:18 on the clock. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helps, and I hope you have a fabulous Tuesday. Namaste.